You want to live near Disney or Epic Universe, but not next door to 10,000 tourists and traffic every day, right? Here's what the smart families are doing. They're moving to Winter Garden. It's got the schools, the trails, the downtown life, and it's just far enough from the chaos to actually feel like home. Let's explore the pros and cons and why Winter Garden is perfect for families.
And as always, this information is on the house.
Let's jump into the pros and the cons. Pro number one, it feels like a real town. Winter Garden isn't a giant planned development or some brand new build in the middle of nowhere. It's got roots, a walkable downtown, coffee shops, a farmer's market, splash pads, live music, all the stuff that actually makes people want to hang out.
All right, and we're here in front of City Hall in downtown Winter Garden. I mean, you can see how pristine this building is because they just built it in 2008. So it kind of gives you some barometer of how old the city is. It's a fairly new city, and it just has blown up. I was looking at statistics, and since the year 2000, the population has more than tripled. It's still a fairly small city relatively to a bigger metro like Orlando, so it keeps that charm. We've got the brick paved streets, the non-franchise type restaurants and shops, but it is a city right outside a metro area, a thriving suburb, so that brings all the good stuff with it.
Pro number two, outdoor living done right. We're talking tree-lined streets, parks, walking trails, the West Orange Trail cutting right through town. This place was built for being outside, and that's not something every Florida suburb can say.
And all this ties right into the healthy vibe of healthy living, outdoor living that Florida's really all about, but not every community has that. Some are just urban sprawls, but Claremont and Winter Garden have this as their main focus, because you can see all around us, it's built for this. Small streets, more walking areas, more places for bikes and people to walk and have a sense of community. And the backdrop is just gorgeous. I mean, these trees, we're in springtime here, and it's beautiful. And you can enjoy this whether you're walking, biking, hiking, or just having a glass of wine out on the sidewalk. Even the kids are in this all by themselves. They're out here biking, whether it's spring break or summertime. It's just everything about this community is what we're all looking for, right? We want all these little pieces, and this community has it all. And this is just one of those benefits of living in a small town like this, is look behind me. They're setting up for this event. It looks like street music. We're next to the Plant Street Market. You've got restaurants right here, live entertainment. You've got sidewalks to walk the families. There's going to be music on the other end of this street too. This is what it's all about. And of course, without the hustle and bustle of a big downtown area like Orlando, where there's lots of traffic and street noise and all kinds of stuff, you get the same feel. You get the green space, you get the splash pads, and it's very family friendly. There's pets that are allowed down here, so you get to enjoy all this without the big crowds and all the crime and all the stuff that smells that come along with it. This is really where it's at, and you need to be here too.
The third pro I want to talk about is the school system. If you're a parent or planning to be, I already know this is what you're thinking about. Is it a good place to raise kids? What are the schools like? Are there options that aren't one size fits all? And here's the short answer, yes. Winter Garden is honestly one of the most family-friendly places in Central Florida, and that goes way beyond parks and playgrounds. You've got strong public schools within the Orange County system, but that's just the starting point, because here, you've got choices. And if you're like most of my clients, you want to do your own research, which I totally get.
And if you need more information about schools and those types of information, I'm going to put a link here for niche.com, which is a fantastic resource for those types of things. I know it's important to a lot of people, and that's what I use when I'm recommending. So if you look on the screen, here's some stats about the Orange County schools that I've looked up, and you can do your own research as well. But it's right here on the screen for you to take a look at, and you can certainly dive deeper if you want to. And there are other things out here besides the public schools, the Orange County Public Schools. We're very close to Mountainford Academy, which is a fantastic international prep school. Windermere's got a great prep school. There's some Montessori schools and some magnet schools. And so you've got a lot of choices here outside of the Orange County school system, but take a look for yourself.
Those are just some of the pros. Next, we need to talk about what's coming that's going to have an impact on all of the Orlando area. Epic Universe is opening in 2025. Not a new ride, not a new land, an entire theme park with hotels, restaurants, entertainment districts, and some of the most immersive attractions Orlando has ever seen. We're talking about 14,000 new jobs, thousands of new residents, and a wave of tourists who are all going to need places to stay, eat, work, and live. That kind of growth, and it doesn't just affect iDrive, it sends ripples everywhere. And while everyone else is scrambling to buy up short-term rentals or trying to beat the traffic on Universal Boulevard, Winter Garden is just sitting here quietly, building equity, building community, staying just far enough out of the chaos to actually feel like home, but still close enough to benefit from the boom. What's super cool too is you can see the Disney fireworks from many communities within Winter Garden as well. Of course, no place is perfect, so let's talk about a few things you'll want to keep in mind before you pack your bags. Con numero uno, inventory moves fast. Winter Garden is in high demand and homes here don't sit. If a well-priced, well-located property hits the market, you're not the only one looking at it. You've got to be ready. Sometimes that means having your financing lined up, knowing your must-haves versus nice-to-haves, and being ready to make a decision a little faster than you might in a slower market. Con number two, it's not super cheap anymore. Winter Garden used to be one of those hidden gem towns that only locals really knew about. Not anymore. Now it's just a gem. Still 100% worth it. But you're looking at home prices starting in the mid-500s and going up quickly from there, depending on the neighborhood, lot size, and updates. If you're coming from California or New York, that might still feel like a steal. But if you're trying to stay under a certain budget, it's something to factor in. Con number three, traffic and commute considerations. Now this one depends entirely on where you work and when you're driving. If you're commuting toward the theme park corridor or downtown Orlando during rush hour, yeah, you're going to hit some traffic. But here's the deal. A lot of families moving here already work hybrid or remote, or they're trading a longer commute for a much better lifestyle. You might spend 10 more minutes in the car, but if your weekends look like bike rides, lake life, and farmers markets, it is definitely worth it.
And those are just a couple of the cons. The pros far outweigh any negativity that I can think of. So if you need more information on these, let me know, leave a comment, and I can dial in even deeper on any one of these communities or get the information that might be more important to you. And as always, this information is on the house.
Not anymore. So right here, you can get everything in one place. You can, and we have America's favorite market. Thanks for watching. Please do call me anytime. I answer all my calls personally, and I'd love to chat with you about your goals of relocating or buying a second home here in Florida.